It's already an electrifying atmosphere in here, and
I think we got all the nations covered now.
I'll tell you, this place, it is deafening in here.
It's unbelievable. And it's gonna do it again. Morales is now 29 years old. Pacquiao's 27. Height advantage, and this will go to Morales, and the reach advantage.
I can't think of any place in the world I'd rather be than right where I am right now.
Takes Eric a little while longer to get over to the center ring for final instructions from Kenny Bayless.
Okay, gentlemen. Any punches thrown in this area will be considered a clean punch. Any punches on the upper half thrown in this area will be clean. Now, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want you to keep the fight clean at all times, protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Touch gloves. Good luck.
One thing we haven't mentioned, last year there was the big dispute over the gloves. Manny Pacquiao felt that he was forced to wear winning gloves, which reduced his effectiveness. He is wearing his more favored Reyes gloves, which he feels is a puncher's glove, which will increase his chances tonight.
Oh, and Manny waiting to get out of the gates.
Yeah, he'll come running right across, folks.
Fireworks from round one.
Scheduled for 12.
He'll run into a great fighter right across the ring from him.
Both fighters wearing white trunks, but it shouldn't be too hard to tell them apart. Eric Morales on the left side of your screen. Manny Pacquiao, the pride of the Philippines. The southpaw. Manny's got the flames on his trunks near the bottom.
And we're seeing a much more fit, much more solid Morales than was the case last we saw him against Raheem.
He was trying to do something that never been done, is win 4 different weight classes. From Mexico, he's tied Julio Cesar Chavez with championships in 3 different weight classes. One of the great talents of our time, Eric Morales. And Manny Pacquiao, one of the most exciting boxers of any time.
And very composed the way Manny's coming out. Surprised to see the discipline this early with the energy.
Both fighters came in tonight at 140 pounds.
The difference is that Eric Morales actually looks completely different than he did yesterday at the weigh-in. When, you know, he just looks like death at those weigh-ins when he has to get down to weight. And he looks so much better and so much more himself when he gets into that ring.
You know, what they worked on in camp, I know Freddie Roach was working with Manny to use his right hand a lot more in the fight. He's jabbing a lot more. Before it was a lot of jab, jab, left, jab, jab, left. They want him to really utilize that right more often.
This place is absolutely electric. Filled to the rafters.
Pacquiao beginning now to start to put some punches together. His speed of hand should give him an edge in that department over Morales.
Much more reserved than we usually see Manny come out. Indeed, working the right hand, trying to throw punches to the body. Right hand over the top for Pacquiao. Morales boring forward. Oh, good combination from Morales. Pacquiao's in trouble. Steps out of it, acknowledges, shakes his head.
Boy, straight punches from Morales.
Woo! All it took was the first really good punch from Pacquiao, and Eric just doesn't like that. He refuses to be hit hard.
He just got hit hard 3 times.
You know, another thing they worked on was a lot more of a body attack, which he was going to a little bit earlier. Let's hope Pacquiao, I should say, sticks to his plan.
Oh, it started slow, but it's right where it was a year ago already. What a fast round, lightning fast. It speaks for itself.
Other than the strong combination Morales unleashed towards the end of the round, I like the body work and the counter hooks Pacquiao was throwing in the first.
Round 2 scheduled for 12. Manny Pacquiao on the left side of your screen.
And you saw in the corner a different corner for Eric Morales this time. Remember, his father had always been in his corner. He replaced his father for this fight with Jose Luis Lopez, and so that's why there's some question as to how Eric might react tonight in a different situation. But it's a different set of cornermen that he has here this evening.
And it's a different corner for Pacquiao as well compared to the chaos we saw last time. Counter punching for Pacquiao to the body. That stung a little bit. Eric says, bring it on. Eric has a tendency, when he gets riled up, he wants to get into a war. He'll take it.
Well, he was also saying, keep him up, because he felt he got hit low.
And we mentioned the change in corners for Morales. He also changed training camps. He normally trains high up in the mountains in Mexico. He changed his locale for this fight to a different training location. So after the disappointment of the Zahir Rahim excursion into the lightweight ranks, he really changed up.
Yeah, that was a disappointing loss and a bad loss for him. He's back at 130 now.
Nice hard shot by Pacquiao.
Yep.
And this crowd reacting to
another
every
hard
blow
shot to the
thrown.
face for Pacquiao. Morales is countering now. Now up against the ropes. This is Pacquiao's type of fight. And Morales is agreeing to do it as well.
Yeah, because Morales can fight this fight too. But against Pacquiao, he's going into a guy who's got tremendous firepower.
Morales naturally the bigger man and has to deal with the unorthodox southpaw style.
One thing remember though, is Pacquiao now has been...
Oh! Left hand, Morales.
Big left hand for Morales.
I don't know how he stayed up.
Morales has the heart of a lion.
Back comes Morales.
Only Marco Antonio Barrera had ever put Morales down, but Morales was very close there.
And even then, Rich, I remember that was a controversial drop to the canvas. That was a big left hand from Pacquiao. Really got the crowd with speed here.
It's furious. It's furious inside that ring. Everybody's standing. Final 10 seconds of round 2, and Morales almost went down.
Oh, and a huge right hook.
Right hand for Morales right at the end.
Wonderful round. Big scoring round for Manny Pacquiao.
Well, that was a rare sight. That was an Eric Morales truly hurt. All right, let's take a look at it. You're going to see a big shot from Manny Pacquiao. He got hit, first of all, by Morales. Drove him back into the ropes. Morales, after a pretty good first round, but then, well, here you see Morales again, backing up Pacquiao. But the big punch of the round was scored by Pacquiao. There it is, the beautiful left cross that sent Morales staggering across the ring.
And I got to tell you, if those ropes weren't there, Rich, I think he goes down. No sense of panic in the corner of Morales. Obviously consummate professional.
Round 3. These two didn't come in here to play patty cake tonight at all.
I got to remember to breathe, man.
I know.
I'm holding on to my heart here.
Everybody else is too.
You know the thing with Pacquiao, Rich, is that he's obviously got an unorthodox style, but he always seems to be a little off balance. So when he gets hit, it seems like it has a greater effect because his body physically moves so much once he gets hit. And it doesn't necessarily mean he's as hurt as he is.
No, and he sometimes, of course, he works that to his advantage too by giving you some different angles. Now Morales is coming back.
Answering with great counter punches.
Right on the chin. Morales, I mean, he's one of the best you've ever seen. Just because he gets staggered.
Oh, he's as tough as they come.
Never anybody tougher. Guarantee you that. Round 3, folks. Rounds will be flying by. I don't think anybody inside that ring is thinking about 12 rounds.
And you know, Alan, to add to that, as tough as they come and with world-class ability, sometimes they don't go hand in hand.
And Manny Pacquiao is a pretty tough customer himself. Here he comes on the attack.
That was a lightning-like left by Pacquiao that was really sharp and crashed into Morales' face.
Morales on the attack. Pacquiao looking to Kenny Bayless for some relief. Not going to find it there. Now they meet in the center of the ring. Left jab from Morales. Another jab.
Morales shooting that jab like a laser. Really being accurate with it tonight. Pacquiao stalking.
In the corner. Under 1 minute in the third round. Uppercut from Morales and a combination to the head. Pacquiao covering up, and then he says, bring it on.
Hey, these two guys want to fight.
These two are warriors. This is as close as you're going to get to gladiators.
Look at Morales throw his hands down and say, is that all you got? Pacquiao coming back. A lot of time left. I tell you what, if you don't like this matchup, you need to find another sport to watch.
It doesn't get better than this. And I'll tell you another thing. Pacquiao can do this all night. And Morales looks like he's in great shape, so we're in for a fun fight.
Final seconds. Round 3.
Both fighters trying to close out the round big.
Round 4. The place is electric at Thomas & Mack. Two great warriors putting on a show through 3 rounds. Give and take on both sides. Round 4. I'm surprised people sat back down.
After 3 rounds, I have Manny strong, very much ahead. I think he's bringing the fight. I think he's being very aggressive, and he's landed the more telling blows.
Nice combination there for Pacquiao.
Case in point. I think Morales has done great with some counter punches, but not enough to steal the rounds in my eyes.
I thought by this time in their first fight that Morales was already taking control of the fight, taking control of the style of the fight.
Nice left hand from Morales. Pacquiao firing jabs too, like Freddie Roach was asking him to do. Nice sportsmanship there, touching gloves.
Oh yeah, these guys respect each other.
Good combination from the Mexican.
Pacquiao showing more movement in this fight too, and changing up with his attack, not just throwing his right jab and following it with the big left. He was kind of predictable in that last fight as that last fight evolved.
No, you're right, Rich. Everything was a jab, jab, left. Jab, jab, left. Showing the full arsenal of attack tonight. Nice
beautiful jab by Morales. Wow.
Morales is awesome with his skills. And Pacquiao has never looked better. Both fighters at the top level of their game tonight. Oh, uppercut. Both love to fight. They love it. Both born to fight.
Hard shots by both fighters. I don't know if this one can go in the distance, gentlemen. I know we've got warriors on our hands, but exchanging bombs like this?
It's still early.
And neither of these two is the kind that'll submit, though.
Nice counter from Morales. Constant action from both fighters. Pacquiao up on his toes a little more. Good movement, final 10 seconds. Oh, good combination at the end from Morales. He's really accurate tonight. Very accurate.
You know, Rich, you point out that jab, and if Morales sticks to that, it's going to be a difficult, long night for Pacquiao to break through that barrier.
It's exactly what he has to do. We're now round 5. Rounds blazing by, just like the blazing fists of these two brilliant fighters, touching gloves. Boxing at its best.
I get the feeling that, you know, these are two guys that, you know, 20 years from now, if they were up in the same city, they'd say, hey, let's go in the gym and spar around.
Oh, good left hand from Morales. Really snapping Pacquiao. It's that left, that hard charging left from Morales is doing the trick.
Yeah, Pacquiao's going to have to use his power now. Morales is finding a home for the jab, and let me tell you, that's no mean feat against the southpaw.
Oh, and a beautiful left hand from Pacquiao. And Morales took it right on the chin and took it well. Pacquiao refusing to get hurt. He's getting away from his head movement and the body attack that he had in the first couple of rounds, Rich. And that was really working for Manny.
Yeah, if he can't stand himself there, and there is showing some movement from the west.
Good right hand.
And that's when Morales unleashed the right.
Beautiful counterpunching.
Another right hand, Morales. Then a combination, Pacquiao coming back with a flurry, but really hard, accurate punches in this round for Morales. If you let him get off with that right hand, you're in big trouble. Going to the body, Pacquiao. Look at Pacquiao coming back with a flurry, but not that effective. Little footwork problem there for Morales. I tell you what, if you had to invent a perfect boxer, it'd pretty much be like Morales.
Textbook all the way around, Alan. That laser jab is unbelievable tonight.
Plus he has all the intangibles too. I mean, the great heart, the warrior spirit.
The great chin, exactly right.
The only thing I ever complain about with Eric Morales is God gave him too big a nose to be a boxer.
He does have a prominent nose.
But he takes it well.
He takes it.
Pacquiao's coming down.
Could he steal the round?
Oh, that's a good left from Pacquiao. Hard punch. Coming up on 30 seconds left as these rounds fly by. Pacquiao coming back stronger in the end of this round. Another left hand landed there for Pacquiao. What a great heart he has as well. As that left jab from Morales.
I don't know, what are the judges going to do with this round?
I have no idea.
This is a tough round to score, gentlemen. This fight is flying by.
Freddie Roach, such a great father figure, partner to Pacquiao. Freddie didn't always get along with his own father. He wanted more out of him as a boxer than Freddie was willing to give or could give. He's telling Pacquiao to work the jab.
Well, he was trained by the great Eddie Futch, Freddie, and then he was an assistant trainer to Eddie Futch, so he learned a lot. And he was really ready when it came time for him to be a head coach.
Right hand from Morales.
Through 5 rounds, I have Eric Morales up by a point. How about you, Mario?
I have Manny Pacquiao up by a point.
Pacquiao coming on. Back, good right hand from Pacquiao.
You know,
left hand from Pacquiao. Hard punches. Now Manny's unleashing. How about letting your hands go?
You just saw the speed. That's what Pac-Man has. That's
talk
a
about
tough
an
commodity.
But he seemed to kick it into an extra gear.
Eric can really take a shot.
Manny came out in the 6th round like he was down 5 rounds. Halfway finished, round 6. We'll see who takes the latter part of the round now. We've been seeing these back and forth rounds.
Rich, you know what makes these rounds so difficult to score is Manny will connect with a hard shot, but then Morales, hurt or not, answers with a combination of punches, some that land, some that don't, so it makes it very difficult to figure out who's hurt and who's not.
Morales gets very insulted.
Yes, he's a proud man. What an exchange.
Manny backing up Morales.
Pacquiao's having a brilliant round.
Morales just countered.
Oh, and a huge left hand.
Look at Manny's speed.
That had to be one of the hardest punches Morales has ever been hit with, that left hook.
Manny just let it out this round, folks.
Manny kicked it into another gear.
Right hand for Morales.
Pacquiao didn't like that one. He rubbed at his nose when he ate that leather.
Well, if he keeps his head still, Morales would eat him up with that 1-2 combination, and beautiful attack to the body.
10 seconds coming up. What a round 6 for Pacquiao.
This is Pacquiao's biggest round in the 2 fights with Morales.
Exactly right, Rich. Oh, and saved by the bell, and there's no pun intended there.
All right, let's take a look at Pacquiao's big round. A huge round for Manny, and he did it with both hands. There you see the left and the follow-up right. Later on in the round, the straight left forced Morales to give ground. And then that right near the end of the round, Manny Pacquiao was in complete control. And actually, you said saved by the bell, Mario. He was saved by Kenny Bayless when he ran into Bayless, the referee, from going down. He was going down.
That's twice now, Rich. He's been saved either by the ropes or by the ref. But Morales is a true champion. He will dig deep, and this fight just got extremely interesting.
Round 7.
You know, these fighters have touched gloves before every round. There's a great deal of
I don't
respect
think
going on
Manny
here.
Pacquiao's ever fought a better round in his career. He had everything working in that round, everything. Not just power, but speed and combinations. And Eric Morales is going to have to find a way to counter that round with one of his own. But look at the speed of Pacquiao. A different fighter than the one we saw in the first fight, completely. No distractions, more organized corner, no promoter problems. Manny's digging in, and there comes Morales back over the top. Morales is making Manny go back.
It is absolute pandemonium inside this arena. I don't think I've ever heard anything like what I'm hearing right now in this arena.
This is a sheer-out war. So much pride, so much at stake for these fighters. Countries behind them.
Morales digging in. 2 great champions, 2 great warriors. Pacquiao now on the attack. It ebbs back and forth.
These guys are invading into Castillo Corrales territory now. This is getting unworldly.
Well, we already have a candidate for Fight of the Year.
Morales has been in many of these.
Oh, it's hard for me to contain the excitement here.
Like the first one against Marco Antonio Barrera.
Pacquiao being dedicated to the body.
This is just breathtaking.
Left hand from Manny, but it didn't hurt.
Don't push, Manny.
Manny's speed is impressive. Can't emphasize that enough.
And Rich, to see a war like this with fighters of this caliber is so extremely rare.
1 minute left in a scorching hot round 7. Left hand jab, nice job. Pacquiao back with the combinations.
Pacquiao's so
Pacquiao.
fast with his hands inside when they're close.
Manny Pacquiao, when he was 11 years old, living on the streets of Manila, trying to survive. So this is nothing to him. This is just fun. From the poorest of the poor to a man making over $2 million in purse tonight.
Against a man who was born in a gym, grew up in a gym, lived in a gym.
And by the way, extremely poor area of Tijuana, Mexico.
Oh my goodness.
I believe another big round for Manny Pacquiao.
Believe it or not.
Well,
because I don't get a vote.
I can believe it.
I don't know what fight you were watching, Alan, but
all right. Round 8.
Already round 8.
These rounds are kind of being fought in sections, you know. One guy dominates for 30 seconds, and the next guy for 20, and the other guy for 15, and the other guy for 40.
It's extremely difficult to score.
It's ebb and flow. Morales going to the jab. Manny going to the jab and the combination. Manny's really impressed me with his jab tonight. That has been the big difference.
The jab, the body work, the hooks to the body.
Right hand from Morales. There we go. Manny's speed counters. Pacquiao's added a few dimensions to his game, thanks to Freddie Roach.
Yes, he has, but that still may not be enough to beat Eric Morales.
Because you can't take away that jab that Morales has.
We're in the 8th round, and this is far from decided, folks.
Morales' great fights have been in fights where he's perceived as having a great challenge.
Right hand from Pacquiao, and that hurt. Morales got hurt.
You're right. Morales was playing possum. Playing possum. He fooled us all, including Pacquiao. That was a scorching right hand Morales threw. Man,
that was a savvy, crafty move. Baiting him in.
There's another dimension to talk about how crafty Morales can be. He just got tagged with the right hand. Let's see if he goes possum again. Countering again. Here we go. I don't know if people believe what they're seeing around here. They're standing with mouths agape. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Artistry.
I really thought Morales was hurt.
And you know, if he is, he would never let you show.
Don't play poker with this guy. Manny's speed. Maybe winning this fight for him.
He's putting 2, 3, 4 punches together. Morales' shots are coming one at a time.
"30 seconds left and another hot round."
And the combination's coming so fast and so often. It's amazing you can keep up the pace.
Morales with a punch there again, but it's one punch. See, and Pacquiao answers back 3, 4, 5 shots at a time.
Huge punch by Pacquiao.
Now Morales answers. Final 10 seconds. You'll never get a better show, folks. It's not possible.
This is as good as it gets.
In his corner there to calm down, which was reminiscent of last year.
The anxiety has to be going on in Freddie Roach's corner.
This is an emotional fight, Alan. The emotion is unbelievable.
Round 9. I don't know if someone had a heart attack or something, but I wouldn't be surprised. There's a commotion up in the stands. They're trying to get some help for somebody, but these two fighters don't have any help. It's up to each individual. That's what it makes this such a great sport. Nobody but you. Round 9. I may have a seizure before it's over with.
Oh man, I'll tell you what. She's draining.
It sure is, but you know what? We're in the 9th round. History being made tonight.
I could watch these guys fight all night.
They might.
That was an interesting punch by Pacquiao. He leaned to the right and threw that
He
left
threw
hand.
a lead left hand. You don't see that.
He's making it up as he goes.
He's improvising in his fights.
Well, he has had more in his repertoire tonight. There's no question than he did a year ago.
Well, he knew he was going to need it if he had a chance against Eric Morales.
Pacquiao abandoning the body attack a little bit, which was working so well for him. And at the same token, Morales abandoning the jab.
That one hurt Pacquiao. Pacquiao relaxed for some reason and stopped punching, and Morales took advantage of it.
That lead left. Take your pick.
Nice left hooks, right hooks with Manny. And he's taking Freddie Richards' advice and answering with a lot of hooks. Coming up with a lot of big hooks, which of course is a punch that hurt Morales in the earlier rounds. Morales, one tough hombre.
Oh. Did you ever think it would be Manny Pacquiao with the better combinations? I didn't.
He's surprising a lot of people here.
Inside 30 seconds, round 9.
Well, he had to improve.
He did. How much more of that can Morales take?
He's got great willpower, but Pacquiao has great power.
Morales taking a breather. Could fatigue be setting in?
Pacquiao showing movement, showing different combinations, showing some angles.
And I'll tell you what, both fighters looked a little winded in the corner, but you can't blame them.
Pacquiao working a double jab. Round 10, we're down to the nitty-gritty of this fight. 3 rounds to go. A new and improved Manny Pacquiao. But will it be enough to beat Eric El Terrible Morales?
You know, the thing is, in the corner, Morales seemed to be the most calm presence in the entire arena here. I think he probably understands what's going on in there. He's trying to figure out a way to stem this tide if he can.
If there's anybody that can figure it out, it's Morales. That's another one of those intangibles you talk about. He has a great mind for the sport.
Both of these fighters are intelligent fighters. Executing their game plans is another thing. And oh, vicious body attack by Pacquiao.
Morales was getting away from a lot of those punches.
He did a good job with his
The crowd
defense.
is very excited, of course. They see, but Manny is throwing punches and bunches.
And the judges like active fighters.
Morales does look to be wearing down, but every time I think that, then he surprises me.
Answers with hard combinations.
It would take 2 or 3 minutes to run down the list of all the fighters he's taken on in his career, and you have to wonder at some point, does he actually start wearing down?
Alan, you make an excellent point because he's fought so many hard fights against so many elite fighters and never really shown worn for wear.
I think he's in a bit of a...
Oh!
And we thought Morales was going down. Oh, and he does go down. He does go down.
Picking up the count at 8.
Morales, the heart of a champion, not giving up.
Just over a half minute to go. Plenty of time for Pacquiao if he can find the right time.
Oh, and a beautiful combination.
Down goes Morales.
Oh, the fight is over.
Manny Pacquiao has won. Manny Pacquiao
God.
has beaten Eric Morales.
Stoppage, Eric Morales.
It is absolutely deafening in here.
Absolute bedlam in here, and you can hear it all the way to the South Pacific. Manny Pacquiao has become the fighter that he needed to be to reach the top. They're gonna do it again, Rich. They're gonna do it again. Are you all right, Rich?
An amazing fight. I think I'll sit down.
Rich just collapsed into his chair.
There's the happy winner. He deserved it. He deserved this victory tonight.
I'd like to see the cards where it stood.
I had, at the time of the fight, after 9 rounds, I had Pacquiao ahead 87-84 by 3 points. And seemingly pulling away. I had given him the last 3 rounds.
They're still looking at Eric over here.
As we thought Eric was wearing down. And Pacquiao just unloaded. Big shots. There's that left to the side of the head that finally dropped Morales. Pacquiao coming forward. Tremendous shot. Great power that Manny has. He always had that power. But as you can see in this fight, Alan, this is a guy who became more than just a powerful fighter. Here's the end of the fight. Kenny Bayless doesn't bother to count. He calls it off. Peak fighter. That's what it's all about. A year ago, he was predictable in his fight. He threw some hard punches. He made it close, but he wasn't at his best. He needed to improve, and he did.
He needed more than what he was bringing into the ring to beat a champion of Eric Morales' caliber. He caught Marco Antonio Barrera on a bad night when Marco didn't know what he was in for. Now the whole world knows what they're in for. And the king of the 130-pound division is Manny Pacquiao.
And he's a handful.
And he's a handful when he's got all those weapons he brought in tonight. I mean, the beautiful jab, the speed combinations, he knew what he was doing. Freddie Roach has done a great job with this fighter. He's taken a raw, pure power talent and turned him into a fighter, and albeit even a boxer when he has to be.
Well, he had a guy who not only had the power, but as you mentioned so many times during the course of the telecast tonight, Alan, the speed. So he had that God-given gift. And when you can hone both of those aspects, then you've got something special.
Here's Michael Buffer.
Kenny Bayless steps in and calls a halt to the bout at 2 minutes, 33 seconds of round number 10. The winner by TKO victory, Manny Pacquiao.